Really proud of our group. I would say for our start, this was a really loud locker room, a different locker room than many SIUE Cougar teams, I would say, and I would say that's the tone we wanted to set. So, one conversation we had at the end in the locker room was, is the locker room going to sound the same in the middle of December, in the middle of January, in the middle of February? And I think this group has that. So just really excited for our future. The balance in scoring, I would say the great job defensively, especially in the first half. We held them to 13 in the first half. I think that's tough to do against any team that you play, especially at the collegiate level. So just excited for our future here. Yeah, I think that's big. We made some extra passes to one another. There was certainly a balance in scoring with 4 in double figures, almost 6 with 2 others with 8. I think that's just going to be our staple, having players that can contribute every night and multiple players at that, and not just teams being able to key in on 1 or 2 of our offensive players. So just all around, just love the balance.
Just having people that support me and believe in me just out there in the stands and just cheering on, that really motivates me. But also my team and my coaches really motivate me to just go out there and just play hard and do what I can do best.
What did it feel like to get a taste of the first action?
It was really good, really fast paced, but I like it, and really aggressive. But I think overall I went out there and play good.
You were feeling it from during the discussion.
No, I don't think necessarily I want it every time. I think like we said, I feel like our team this year specifically, like a great balance all across the board, and I think that's like
Let me just say, I think she is still the Illinois State leader,
Yes.
so I do think she wants it.
She's giving the answer.
She's being her great unselfish self right now. No, I'm kidding.
Coach Ashley and I were talking about on the broadcast, becoming fast out of
Yeah.
and not just offensive, press on defense, really turn a lot of turnovers. Talk about want to play fast, but you guys really were shot.
Yeah, we were, and I also think we had some discipline. We did a really great job of containing, I would say, their main scorers, especially in the first half, just to set that tone and to give ourselves, a great energetic first half start. And certainly we've always wanted to play fast and push the basketball, but I really feel like we were under control today. We made great decisions in transition, and the defensive side of the ball definitely won us some big possessions.
Coach, a lot of contributions from transfers to West Mass, as well as Komolafe, Strashaw, what do you think you get to see from them, not only here tonight, but throughout the camp as well?
Yeah, certainly Adriana, Bukola, even Cyan rebounding the basketball. I think all 3 of them coming in with this mindset of, hey, we want to win, we want to be a part of this, we want to be big contributors, for this Cougar basketball team. And they all come from programs that have won, and I think that's another piece of this that was really important in recruiting in the off season. Even these 2, these were winners. They were winners in high school. So we're coming into a team, I would say, that's very familiar with that. And so to continue to build on that, obviously we get another opportunity on Friday, a really good EKU team. And so just all around our understanding and knowledge of the balance in scoring, the balance of everybody contributing, and in different ways. It's going to be 5 rebounds here for you. It's going to be 8 rebounds here for you. It's going to be 4 assists for you here. It's going to be, Jaden Bryan's 3 steals. I think those little aspects, the team has got to understand how important and valuable that is.
You mentioned the locker room before. We noticed during the game, this team, and this is taking away nothing from previous teams, but this team, you could just see it. Everybody positive energy.
Yeah.
That comes with winning, but positive energy, the body language was great. I mean, is that something you guys have been preaching, like, we gotta stay positive, we can't get in our own feelings, we can't, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, certainly, and I also think it's just about us understanding that it is about us. It's about us, it's not about the team on the other side of the ball while scouting and, doing all those things help them and give them some guidance. It's about how we come every day. It's about how we perform in practice, it's about how we give great effort. And if it's more about us as a collective unit and group and less about maybe self or individual or the opponent, then that changes things, and it's a collective unit that are working to be really, really successful, and certainly I think the energy, the positivity that this group has, they just feed off of each other. Bucola is a big ringleader for that. Jaden Bryan is another senior too. We get a lot of energy out of those two. You guys are the best. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I have another question for you. You had a big smile on your face pretty much since you walked over the room. You kind of just gave us really very emotional in that first game.
Yeah.
And
I just think it's a great start to the year. Like, I think this win kind of can just like push us into our next game and like give us that energy and confidence that we need to like follow through on that. Especially we got 2 big games coming up this weekend. So I think just like having fun and being able to get a win and just, I think it'll definitely like translate into this weekend, and it's fun. I mean,
It's fun to win, is that what you're saying?
yeah.
It is fun to win.
One last question for Kyoko. Has anyone told you before, while you're playing, your facial expression is exactly the same? No matter what, so defense, offense, missed shot, made shot. I mean, you're all business. Talk a little bit about that. Is that something like you grew up having that? Or did you have to learn that?
No, my face has always been like that. I really have no emotion, but I don't really want to say about that. But I just really just have no emotion, like, it's there.
It's just like focus
Yeah.
and business, right? I mean, that's kind of what we were saying. And,
Yeah.
yeah,
A lot of people say that.
I'm just gonna tell you, like, for a freshman, that's impressive.
Yeah, thank you.
She has a great smile though. Can you see it? It's definitely there. It's definitely
More
there.
of these wins and she'll be smiling.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right, so talk about the road trip. Like, these
Yeah.
road trips are great for team bonding, getting out of town, going to work. So talk about, like, what's the plan? You're going to Kentucky.
Yep.
And then you go to Chicago. So talk a little bit about the road trip.
Yeah, and I know, we've talked about how enjoyable it is to win, and we also have to fix some things. We have to learn from them, we have to translate them to a Friday and a Sunday, and now it's like, it's all business. So you certainly go on trips and it's fun, and it's hotel, but we've really got to be locked in. We've got to be locked in on opponents who we're playing, we've got to be locked in on our own selves, and what we need to improve on come tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. We depart Thursday, play Eastern Kentucky at a different site, so that's a little bit, I think, a different feel maybe. And so we've just got to be ready and prepared to do something maybe different than we even did tonight. And I know sometimes people look at the stats and score and say, oh, well, that was a really great game. They did a great job. It's like, but there's still things we've got to clean up. We've got to focus on certain aspects defensively. We've got to focus on certain aspects offensively. And just all around, like us making sure we clean those things up for obviously a higher level of basketball that we're going to see this weekend. You're playing another mid-major, then you're playing a Big Ten program, and there's going to be a different level of athleticism that we've got to be prepared and ready for. So I know our group is going to be ready to practice this week and to fix some things and to make sure that we are really sharp come Friday. And I would say that's what these beginning of season games are, not just exhibitions, but also, a game like this tonight, where we had moments where we could really work on things and focus on things. But yeah, we'll definitely go to Chicago, and we get to spend a night at one of our player, Megan's, her family's home, and they're going to have dinner for us, so that'll be a great experience just to get to be there. And if the weather cooperates, we might see Lake Michigan, and yeah, we'll go from there. So.
Coach, what are some of the things that you're really good for?
Yeah, I would say a big one is our transition defense. I thought there were some moments where Mobeck did a great job of getting the ball out fast, and we didn't get recovered quickly enough. So that's certainly one of them. You know, the battle of the boards, you want to win it, you really want to win it like handily. I think that's like probably a quote from most coaches. If you win the battle of the boards, you're going to win the game. You know, if you kill the battle of the boards, you're going to win the game. You know, so certainly that aspect of just rebounding the basketball. The team defense, I would say, was pretty good overall, but we've got to focus on maybe team's best players. You know, 23, Jansen's a really good player for Moab. You know, I would imagine she's going to be in your, you know, all-conference running, player of the year running, and we've just got to do a better job, I would say, on other teams' best players, keying in on those best players. A team that liked to shoot a lot of threes, I thought we held them to, you know, a lower amount. And so just all around, I think it's got to be on the defensive end for sure, that we just really focus and we hunker down and we be a team that makes it really difficult for everybody. You know, even some of the shots I think that they made, we were right there. We did a great job contesting, and it just went in, and that's okay. You know, but just all around that defensive focus and effort.
I got one more question.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're in first week of November. You know, what's that college life been like for you?
It's been great, honestly. I don't know. It's been okay, but like classes are fine. I really love my teammates, I love my coaching staff, so it's just been going good overall. So, yeah.
That's a good answer for a freshman, huh? You know, it seems like no stress. You know, so it just seems like I'm sure there's a little time management. You know, are you over that now?
Yeah.
Yeah.